Greetings and salutations!
Indeed, and welcome to Indie RPG. And today we're going to take a look at the Age of Decadence, a game made by Russian developer Iron Tower Studio, incorporated as you can see here. And yes, it's a public demo. It was released on Thursday, I believe. Yes, I think it was Thursday. And this is the demo for the game Age of Decadence. It is quite unusual. It is a rather classic CRPG set in third-person perspective in a rather unusual setting. So it's kind of Romanish, but at the same time, afterwards, that like medieval Europe combined with remnants of the Roman Empire. It's unique, and that's always good. So they have story is quite neatly told here on the website, which is irontowerstudio.com. I sincerely recommend that you go there and read things on the game, since this is deep. This is bloody hell deep. So I can't really cover much here, so if you want to know more about the classes, the stats, and the story and such, go to the website and read. The text there is fantastic, and yes, basically. On the story section they have this piece of paragraph, really. I'm going to try to read it. It gives a nice sum of the story, as it is told. So, okay. Centuries after the fall of the Empire, the world still rests in an uneasy balance, where even myths and fables deceive. A name on an ancient map brings back the memories of the distant past, turning a myth into unclear reality and casting the player into political games built on years of discontent and ignorance of the past. Exploring both the legends and the land, you will have an opportunity to learn what truly happened in the past, before the war turned civilization to ash. Or remain ignorant, believing in what you're told. You will be able to make powerful alliances, faithfully serving the interest of your patrons, or manipulating them to reach your own goals. You will have to find out where the map leads to, and what is waiting for you at the end. That's where your future of your world, and your own future, would be determined. And yeah, that's the story. So, centuries after the fall of the Empire, and yes, it's a post-fall Empire world. So it's post-Roman Empire world thingy. It's a bit odd. Okay, let's new game. The world and an empire that once... I really can't read this. My PC is too good. You see. It's a loading screen. Okay, here we have the character creation screen. Now, here we have the stats. We have strength, dexterity, constitution, perception, intelligence, and charisma. These pretty much do what they do, and sometimes as you would expect them to, and sometimes in conversations they're checked. Since this is a very dialogue-based game, this much happens, and much determined on the dialogue and how you do with the story. It's a very non-linear game in many aspects. So, there's some extra info you can get on this, but best info you can get on the website, which I really recommend. It's a great website. It really tells you most of the things. Now, there aren't any classes, but the backgrounds, as they're called. We have the assassin, which is your assassin, of course. You can actually see the recommended stat distributions here when you click on them, so that kind of gives you an indication of what should have what. Here we have the thief, the praetor, which is a bit unusual. I think this is the night thinking fish thing. Here we have the lawmaster, the merchant, the mercenary, the grifter, and the last one, drifter, which is basically none. Which you see, all of these use all of your stat points, but the drifter leaves you to choose your own destiny, which is pretty cool, I must say. I'm going to have a going to go with a, say, merchant. This pretty much distributes most of my things, even my skill points, I believe. And yes, we have also fractions. We have the House of Aurelia, the House of Carassus, the House of Darton, both Man of the Styx, the Commercium, the Imperial Guards, and the 40 Thieves. Now, they can see the explanation here. I'm not going to read it. You can just read it for yourself. It is, as usual with this game, really good and deep explanation. Here we have our combat skills. I know I started out with a dagger, so I'm going to try to pump a few points into that. Lockpick perhaps? Persuasion seems to be a good thing for a merchant to have, don't you think? Trading also kind of need that as a trader. It's kind of the name. Etiquette, we're going to need to have go well with the nobleman, shall we not? And perhaps streetwise as well. So pretty diplomatic. I'm going with the men of the thingies. Standard character creation, pretty standard. It's pretty standard here. See, hair color, the beard is different from the head color when it comes to color. It's decent. It's fine. Name, I think we're going to call him Ubu. Yes, it shall be Ubu. Except, and it's the same piece of text. It seems been reduced to broken data. It's some loading screen text to read. Instead of giving you game tips, it gives you basically game story. And I don't really approve of that. I don't think that's the right place for such things to see. But okay, here we have a sequence of dialogue. You're standing in the richly decorated halls of the Commercium. Everywhere you look, you see signs of wealth. From the silk and the gold-woven tapestries lining the walls to the jeweled vases and intricately carved stonework. If money is power, then the interiors are designed to convey the message that the Commercial is a very powerful guild. One option, pretty basic, I suppose. Okay, now, it tends to just gives you these rather long explanations, and these are very well written. Like, when I first tried this demo, I read everything, and it is... The storytelling is the definite most blasting strength in this game. It's fantastic. The storytelling is so good. Just applause for that. It's pretty damn good. But I can't just go read everything here, so I'm going to try this. You can also do this, I've discovered. You can only read the dialogue here, and it will be okay. Anyway, I can't believe that Gerius dared to try to come to Terran after all, that bastard. It's an insult. Gracious? That trader, you remember? We caught him peddling in wares in Terran 6 months ago and threw him out. Well, he's back in town again. Dr. Nielsus, the guild master of assassins. Ask him to take care of this problem for us. There's the money, along with a little extra for you. Make sure he tells Graces that we wish to remind him that the fat bastard is still not welcome in this town before they cut his throat, or whatever it is that they kill people. Let's go with I thought in the sisters. Greetings, Ubu. Who crossed your guild this time? Gracious, the trader. I've heard of him. 200 Imperials, and he'll bother you no more. 200 Imperials? What are you going to do? Kill him twice? Narisus chuckles. I've never seen a merchant who wouldn't try to knock the price down. Then again, I've never seen a merchant who could actually kill someone. So the price stays. If you want Gracious dead, pay 200 Imperials. If you don't want him dead, go back to Linus and tell him that you've changed your mind. Trading, coming back thinking that maybe we should reconsider. After all, I'm sure it's deadly cheap to convince Gaius to fall in line. Failure. Yeah, that was one of the checks. They checked one of my stats, and it was the trading stat, and most likely a roll based on my given a chance roll based on that. So it was a failure, and you would end up having to pay 200 Imperials. Yeah. Ooh, good job. Gracious won't trouble us again. As they say, death solves all problems. No man, no problem. Linus laughs good-naturedly. By the way, this is for you. He hands you a scroll. It looks like a map. That is the real reason why Grey is dead. And that was mentioned in the story, if you remember. This old map made him bold and greedy. Made him think that he can return and buy favours with it. I thought you could appreciate the irony. Show the map to Fang. I'd like to know what it is. Again, 5 skill points. Make Fang a wizard. Okay, here we have the outside world land area. First out of the dialogue log we have, and here we have a wonderful, like, Roman medieval-ish city. Do you get, like, Eastern European vibes from this, I must say, but here we have it. Like, this is the UI, we have the character screen. You can see the character, we've gained the 5 available skill points. I think I'm going to put a bit into, what do we say? Dagger and sword perhaps? So well as some into streetwise, there we go. 34. And here we have things. This is an oriental chappie. And this is basically how you move. I suppose I should show the rest. There we have the inventory screen. You have weapons, armor, misc, potions, crafting materials, and just everything. We craft. If you know alchemy, well, alchemy is not present in this version. Well, I'm looking forward to it being here. Okay, we have weapons and armor, and you can just forge in whether or not you have the materials, and it's also a weight limit. Yeah, it's pretty fine. This is the end of combat turn. If you, it's a turn-based combat. The combat is really touted in this game, so I'm going to try to show some of it. There we have the journal screen, basically the journal screen map of the city. It's more than just this location, I've heard. There's seemingly supposed to be 3 other locations. I don't remember. I really don't. And here we have the help. Help is really good here. This is basically... This is the manual. It is detailed as bloody hell, and that is worth reading, since that gives you... If you don't care to go into the website, you can just go there, and it's pretty much the same information as given there. It's pretty damn well. So if you... This is also a bit nice to feature. See, if you are like me, the first thing I did really when I came out here was just go about here and, okay, where the hell is my character? This situates the camera on him, so that's kind of fine. And of course, standard save load. Fine, let's you move by clicking the right mouse button, pretty basic, and you can interact with objects clicking left. Get to things. Talk to Feng, the lawmaster. What is it? Asks Feng with irritation, acknowledging your presence and putting down some mechanism he was studying. Can you pray something for me? A wise choice. Many people sell very valuable items without realizing their true value. Let me see. I can't believe it. It can't be. Feng puts the map down, looking shocked. This, my friend, is an extremely valuable artifact. I'll be honored to research it for you, but it will cost you 50 Imperials. Have you ever trading skill 50 Imperials so good as really? I'm in luck, 20 coins, and I have to get the insult. Try to put this down here. Success. 25 and we have a deal. What's the money? No, tell me about the map. I actually thought last time I failed, I think it last time I tried this I failed, and I think it raised to 60, so that's kind of, yeah. It's a fable map of Thor Agoth. It shows the way to the Magi's artifacts that were buried when the war ended to prevent them from falling into the wrong hands. I've heard about this map, but I never thought it would be I would be holding it in my hands one day. Feng pulls out the magnifying glass. Something is written at the bottom in the glyph language. The Eye of Thor Agoth will show you the way. You read slowly. The Eye of Thor Agoth, whispers Feng, looking at you with widened eyes. He goes to one of his chests and starts digging through content until he finds what you're looking for. Looking for a large round tricolor crystal framed in gold. Center of the crystal is completely black, making it look like an eye. I found it a long time ago in the ruins west from here. It was shining softly and was warm to touch. That's how the gem will guide you. It will grow brighter and brighter. Now, I'm too old to go with you, but I'll let you borrow the eye for 100 Imperials. I know that I can trust you to bring it back when you find the treasure. Get 5 skill points. Well, you can either choose or say, I don't have the money, which is what I'm going to do. The map is worthless without the eye. Without it, you'll never find a temple. If you don't believe me, ask Lord Antidas. Look, if you need the money, I'm sure we can work something out. I have a small problem. One of inconvenience, really. Lord Angus invited a new lawmaster to Tehran. Needless to say, I don't share his opinion that 2 heads are better than 1, so if you can get rid of the new lawmaster for me, I'll be very grateful. His name is Cassius. He's probably at the inn already, so don't waste any time. 50 Imperials. It's a deal. So it basically means that we are going to go and now we're going to go and kill that person, or we're not at least going to try to drive him out of town. I'm going to try to kill him because I kind of want to show at the combat of this game. So this is a very, I think this is the first time, as quick as you can get in combat. Combat is pretty damn epic. Let's say, you can see descriptions are shown both in the menu and on the screen. Those of us that don't like to read things on the screen, shown overhead of characters, you can fix up that. The inn is full of guests. La la la. Now if you click on that guy, I did that once before, and he really tells an awful lot when it comes to things. The dialogue here in this game is so good. It's really commendable. Cassius. 42-year-old lawmaster. Yes. Is this something you want? Is this something you want? Lord Antidas has sent me to escort you, follow me, making you into an abandoned house. Lord Antidas has sent you to escort you, follow me, taking Lord Antidas. I'm sorry to bother you to leave. You have to try the upper one. Cassius looks around in confusion. What is this, Howl? Explain yourself immediately. He asked me to correct it. Takes Cassius almost a minute, but he finally understands. Wait, you can't mean it? I'm a lawmaster, so is Fang. Fang? Cassius laughs for a minute. Fang's a charlatan. He can entertain children with tales, whereas I can offer something that is worth a lot more than anything Fang promised you. Critical strike. Failure. Your strike is clumsy, making a bold mess. Bloody mess, but failing to hit any vital organs. Cassius draws a dagger and prepares to make his desperate last stand. Fight. Yeah, we have the, he has the first strike. A critical strike, you get a critical strike. We have critical strikes here, and just normal strikes. So here's the combat system. We have a certain amount of movement points, actual points actually. We have a normal attack, say here. I think you can change that. You can have a fast attack, normal attack, power attack, throw, bar, bounce. It's really tons and tons of different things you can do here. I'm just going to try to go with this. Normal, dodged it. You say, go with power attack perhaps? Yeah. Dealt 7 points of damage, but I think this will be my end. And so it was. Like, it's really easy to die in this game, and just did that, so... Yeah, the combat, you can say that you only show a small snapshot of it. It's really good. The combat system is fantastic. There's no magic in this game. It's kind of realistic in that way, but it's quite commendable. It's quite commendable. I think actually you can go very far without... I think actually... It's stated that you can play through the entire game without having to fight once. And that made me kind of surprised, since there are very few games that allow you to do that. This is really a game you can play the way you want to. Okay, you try to get up, but you can't. The puddle of blood around you is getting bigger. You know what it means, but you refuse to believe it. It can't end like this. You try to say something, but almost choke on the blood and pass out. Later on, the slaves pick up your body and drag it to the dump. You're still alive when they throw your body into a large pile of rotting corpses and waste. Your final resting place. The smell is nauseating. You start praying for merciful death, but the gods are busy, and you have to wait for hours until your wish is granted. And I died at the end. So, okay. That's a bit little snapshot on the Age of Decadence. And to be entirely honest, the soundtrack you hear in this game is pretty decent, all things considered. Now, this game is definitely worth checking out. There's like, at least go to the website and read some about it. It's if you like RPGs, CRPGs especially, this is a must try. Okay, it might be that you don't entirely like it. That is a possibility, but at least try the demo. And for anything, just try to support this firm. They do extraordinary things, and I'm. This is great. So yeah, I give this my wholehearted recommendation, and yeah, that is what I do. But anyways, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this and would like to see more of such things, please subscribe, and goodbye.